Murder Hornets. Ooh, spooky scary.
Misinformation.
Hey y'all, I'm Chris Widin, and this is Misinformation. Today we're talking about the now popular Murder Hornet. What is it, and should you really care about it? For starters, and as you probably guessed, Murder Hornet is not the actual name of the bug. The one you've probably been shown the most of on the news and online is the giant Japanese hornet, which honestly doesn't sound that much better. Giant hornet is normally just not two words you like to see next to each other when you're reading non-fiction. Like most invasive species, the giant hornets probably came to the US on a cargo ship, or possibly a plane, though that's unlikely. But I'm not going to dig into this too much because the news and everyone else has already covered most of what you need to know about murder hornets. The main thing I want to focus on is, do we need to be freaked out because they're called murder hornets?
The sting of the Asian giant hornet can kill. And that's not just an expression of speech, but the tough truth, earning them the nickname Murder Hornets.
Big news outlets like Fox obviously want to say murder hornet because it sounds like some sort of harbinger of the apocalypse. So the real question is, murder hornets, are they worth the hype? As far as we can tell, no.
But on the grand scheme of risk to human health, it's low compared to all the other stuff we do every day. I think if you look at mortality statistics, falling in your home is still far more risky, and we don't report murder ladders to the Home Depot. So
it's true that some hives were definitely decimated by these crazy violent bugs, but it's not like these hornets are going to be sweeping the country any day now. They have the name they do because they're pretty huge bugs. I mean, giant is in their name, and they can kill other bugs in pretty horrific ways, in like a surprising variety of horrific ways, but the most famous of which that you've heard about is by decapitating bugs and then flying off with their thoraxes.
Their threat is particularly vicious to honeybees. They crawl into the hive and rip off the heads of bees, and are capable of wiping out an entire hive in hours.
So does this mean that all of our honeybees are now doomed then? At the time that I wrote this episode, so it could be different by the time this video comes out, but entomologists are looking for a colony, and if they find one, they're going to, well, kill all of them, so then it won't be a problem either.
Now, Looney and others are springing into action, setting traps of jars with different liquids to trap. But there's a catch. If they don't catch a queen hornet, the traps are only there to see if a population exists in the state. So they are plotting for summer, when the queens settle and the workers go out from their nests.
And even if some deathy flyboys manage to survive and procreate, they're only in Washington state right now, and the odds of it getting so big that it would spread around before they can get it under control at this time seem kind of slim. But you know, it could happen, I guess. The world's on fire, sinking, and imploding, so who's to say, really? And because it's now been publicized that around 50 people per year die because of murder hornet stings, I'm just gonna wrap up this video by assuaging any fears about that. If you get stung by one of these baddies, you'll be fine. It'll hurt like hell for 2 days, but then you'll be okay. You might get a giant arm, it might swell up, but at the end of the day, you need to be stung by like over a dozen of these things for you to really be concerned. Ugh, God. As for the rest of the info about murder hornets, Brave Wilderness actually has a great video on the topic. You might have seen it already, it's doing very well. I would recommend watching it. It answers the internet's most popular questions on the topic, and, you know, that's always nice. Top 10 or whatever. Yeet. And obviously this channel doesn't make any money, so it's not like I'm gonna put in a ton of hours to answer questions that have already been answered by better sources, let's be honest. But go check out Brave Wilderness's video if you want to know more. And hey, if you're there because I suggested it, you know, mention that I sent you in the comments. Maybe. It's the allergies. Okay, bye.